Before his appointment to the prestigious position of Consul General in New York City, he was Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary to the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Ambassador Sun has a Master's of International Policy and Practice from the Paul N. East School of Advanced International Studies at Johns Hopkins University in Washington, D.C. We're very proud to welcome him to Stony Brook University. As you know, Stony Brook has a long tradition of relationships and friendship with the People's Republic of China. We share someone, C.N. Yang, a distinguished hero in both our institution and in the People's Republic of China. And Stony Brook University is home to more than 1,700 students from the People's Republic who study on our campus. And they add very much to the diversity and the culture of our campus. So with that in mind, I want to say also that we're very pleased to have been the first university in the state of New York to host a Confucius Institute. And we're now celebrating the 5th anniversary of our Confucius Institute, housed right here in the Charles Wall Center. Of course, the center was devoted to the relationship, improving the relationship between Asians and Americans. So without further ado, I'd like to invite the ambassador to present his talk entitled The Chinese Dream and Diplomatic Policy. And there'll be an opportunity for questions at the end of his talk. Please join me again in welcoming the ambassador.
Thank you, Sam, for your kind and warm introduction. Dear friends, students, faculty members, I'm very happy to come to Stony Brook. Stony Brook was the first university that came to my attention right after I assumed office in New York. Some of my staff members have sent their children to study here. So Stony Brook is their second home. Stony Brook is a renowned university in America. It has been ranked as one of the nation's top public universities for many years. Over the last 50 years, it has produced a lot of outstanding figures, including 3 Nobel laureates. Stony Brook has also been attracting the best minds from China. Nobel Prize winner Franklin Young was proud to call Stony Brook home during his 37-year-long tenure here. Over the years, you have established partnership with 12 Chinese universities. More than 2,000 Chinese students are studying here, account for over 40% your total international students. The Confucius Institute was set up here 5 years ago, providing better knowledge to the students about China and the Chinese culture. I believe that the educational cooperation between Stony Brook and China will have an even brighter future. The topic of my speech today is China's foreign policy. Before coming to that topic, I would like to share with you an overview of Chinese national development history. Over a span of more than 5,000 years, the Chinese nation has contributed significantly to the progress of human civilization. But the Opium War of 1840 plunged China into a semi-colonial and semi-feudal society. Some parts of Chinese territory, including Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan, were annexed and occupied by Western powers. And the size of our country was cut from 13 million to 9.6 million square kilometers. China was consequently impoverished and suffered national humiliation and repression A few years after 1949, when the new China was founded, we set up the socialist system and independent industrial and economic systems. We launched the policy of reform and opening up in 1978, blazing a path of socialism with Chinese characteristics, putting in place the socialist market economy, and substantially improving our national strength and the people's livelihood. Entering the 21st century, we have been making every endeavor to build a moderately prosperous society in all respects at a higher level to the benefit of more than 1.3 billion Chinese people. Under the guidance of the scientific outlook on development, we put people first and strive for comprehensive, balanced, and sustainable growth. Since the founding of the People's Republic, there have been 5 generations of central leadership. Despite the change of leadership, our commitment to the independent foreign policy of peace remains unchanged. China advocates the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence as the basic norms governing international relations. We propose to build a new international political and economic order that is fair and equitable, and call for a new security concept featuring mutual respect, mutual benefits, equality and coordination, and great democracy in international relations. In the 21st century, we have advocated for a harmonious world with lasting peace and a common prosperity. These principles have all been the bedrock of China's foreign policy. You may know Chinese President Xi Jinping calls for the entire nation to pursue the Chinese dream.
We are still alive.
And I have been asked a lot about what the Chinese dream entails and how it is related to China's foreign policy. The 18th National Congress of the Communist Party identified 2 100-year goals, which can serve as interpretation to the Chinese dream. First, we will double 2010 GDP and per capita income for the urban and rural residents, and build China into a moderately prosperous society by 2020, the centenary of the Communist Party. Second, we will build China into a modernized country that is rich, strong, culturally advanced, and harmonious by 2049, the centenary of the founding of the People's Republic. China has long been the world's China. The Chinese dream is by no means a shallow nationalist dream, nor is it an aggressive imperial dream. The Chinese dream is an integral part of the world's dream, and it is a dream for common prosperity of all nations. A rising China is an opportunity, not a threat, to the rest of the world. It will not only bring benefits to its own people, but the people all over the world. The Chinese dream saw its inception on the path to peaceful development, and it will be realized through peaceful development. China cannot develop in isolation from the rest of the world, nor can the world enjoy prosperity without China. China is a staunch force for world peace and development. In the future, we will take a more active part in world affairs as a major responsible country and join the rest of the world in meeting global challenges and setting up new international order. Dear audience, over the past 6 decades, equality, peace, and cooperation have always been central to Chinese foreign policy. The Chinese nation loves peace, cherishes harmony, and believes that you should not do to others what you don't want others to do to you. 2,000 years ago, the first emperor of Qing dynasty built the Great Wall solely for defense purposes. The Silk Road to Western and Central Asia built 1,000 years ago, and the maritime expeditions by Chinese navigator Zheng He 600 years ago were both aimed at promoting business and people-to-people exchanges. The great Russian writer Leo Tolstoy was right to say he called China the most peace-loving nation in the world. We respect the diversity of civilizations and the development paths, support people of all nations in choosing their own social systems